welcome back to Not Done Talking Pod. We are back here with an all-new episode this week. And Maria, our girl, is back with us. Maria, how are we? We missed
I'm
you.
good. I miss you. I listened to the last week's podcast. I loved it. I had
It was
FOMO
up to your
a little
standards.
bit.
Did
Yeah,
you?
I was kind of jealous. There were things that I wanted to contribute. I was like into the conversations on JoJo Siwa. And
Really?
yeah.
I thought JoJo Siwa was so niche. What would you have contributed to JoJo Siwa? I'm dying to know.
I don't even remember right now.
Okay, I need to vent. I need a friend to vent on the family vacation, girl.
Okay, I want to hear it all.
Family vacations.
Wait, let's back up. Amy is in Portugal with her in-laws.
I'm in Portugal with my in-laws. I'm in Portugal with my in-laws, and I'm very thankful to have in-laws that are fortunate enough to take me to such a place. They provided the house for us. We have a pool. It's beautiful. It's amazing. I'm very thankful. And family time's a lot. Like, I can't stop thinking about our conversation a few weeks ago where you said you were close with your family. I talked to my therapist about it because it was such an interesting question for you to ask me back if I was close with my family. And my answer was I'm not dependent on them. And I've thought about that a lot, that like, this is not a therapy pod, but I realize with my husband's family, they are much more like intertwined with each other. Like that's their dynamic, and parts of that are uncomfortable for me. So like they want to know my business, whereas like my mom, I think my parents want to know my business, but they're not like, anyway, this is all besides the
They're
point.
not
This
like
is not
up, they're not up in your business.
yeah. And my in-laws want, like, it comes from a good place that they want to know my business, where I'm not
Yeah.
used to that because my parents are so like, do your thing, blah, blah, blah. Like there's other issues there. When you're with your in-laws and you kind of have to be on a little bit, it's honestly been really, really good. Last night was the most pain in the ass stuff. We go to a dinner and we hyped up Portugal, talking about how Portugal's affordable. And then I'm like, is it affordable for us because we're New Yorkers and everything is just
Yeah.
insane? But like, I got an espresso martini for €8 yesterday,
That's
which
pretty
is
good.
probably
So that equates
$10.
to like 8.59, 9.50.
Yeah.
Okay.
And they're
That's
like,
actually real, especially if it's like, well, okay, you're thinking New York prices. In
New
North
York would be
Carolina, you would get
17 to
that for
20.
like, okay, it would be like 12 to 15 here.
Okay.
So
Okay.
it's still
Yeah.
good, all things
Yeah.
considered. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Right. So we go to this dinner, and you go to this place. It's like in a cliff in Portugal, and me and my sister-in-law are all hype, and there's like some DJ spinning, but like he wasn't like unsing. It was like vibey Ibiza
Mhm.
beachy music. It wasn't anything crazy. It's not like rap and like dance hall music. It was just like chill beach vibes, and you walk down and you're on the beach, and the beach has like caves, and you're basically like built into a cave. So me and my sister-in-law were so hype. We're like, oh my God, Instagram. I don't give a shit about the food at this point. When you're like, I
Yeah.
don't care. Give me a good drink. I'll eat an appetizer. I'm fine. But it's a fish place. So the fish is like per kilo, and you have to pay per kilo, blah, 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 blah. And then it was like, me and my sister-in-law were freezing because you're on the beach. So they gave us blankets. Lovely, beautiful. But it was just like complaints about like how long the food was taking, how loud the music was, how
It's
I
ruining your
can't
vibe.
even
It's like
take
killing
I
your vibe, basically.
killing the mood. The
Yeah.
the vegetables were cooked not enough. Like
Uh-huh.
I'm like, what? Like what a thing I would never think to complain about. So
Uh-huh.
I didn't even realize a lot of this was going on until we came back. And me, my sister-in-law, my husband, and my sister-in-law's boyfriend were like debriefing in our upstairs bedrooms. And because it was happening in another language,
Wait,
I'm
that's
like,
so
doo-doo-doo.
fun. That's
I
so
know.
fun that you get to have like a little crew with you. Okay,
I
continue.
know.
So they
Yeah.
were speaking, what do they speak?
Dutch.
French?
Dutch,
Dutch.
Dutch.
Okay.
Like Flemish. Yeah, but it's just a
Okay,
dialect of
yeah.
Dutch. So they're all like they're like filling me in. I felt so bad because Meek on the car ride home, he's like, "Oh God, I'm just so exhausted." Like my dad was like bitching about they only had espresso and not coffee, and he was bitching
Hmm.
about the noise. He was bitching about the price of food, like the whole thing. But it's that's all it was. It was just a vibe killer. But
Yeah.
if I brought my and then they get the bill. How much do you think the bill costs for six people to eat and drink at a in Portugal? Like, let's just like, what would you
Okay.
put that bill at generally for
I
food and
don't
drink?
know. Over 200. Over
Okay,
200.
that's
I'm thinking
see,
US
and this is
dollars.
all right. Maybe it was $380, 380
Okay.
euros for
Okay.
six people to eat and drink.
Yeah, that's yeah.
You think that's expensive?
No, I think that's to be expected. You're gonna do
Right.
that like, wait, you're giving me like PTSD of my ex's family. I'll tell you about that in a second. I have some
No, tell me, please.
stories. Oh, so okay. They'll never hear this. They
Yeah, I hope so.
are extremely wealthy, my ex's family.
Mm.
Like when multiple houses, like I won't say what they
Ooh.
do, but they're extremely wealthy. They're from Connecticut. They
Oh.
were the
Mm.
cheapest people I have ever met. They would make me and my ex pay for, like, we would pay for we would take them out and we would pay for everything. They rented a house and invited us and then gave us a bill at the end for staying at this house. Like, they, it
Oh
was
my
an
God.
it was I started to get really mad because my family is very generous. Like they would
Right.
invite him to places, like we would go to the beach every year. That obviously he would come. They bought all the groceries and stuff. But no, his family, like we paid for everything. Even to the point where he got picked up by the airport once by his sister, like 30-minute drive. She charged him for gas.
What?
They were so, by comparison, he was very generous. But
That's like, this is the
yeah.
thing that's pissing me off because moral of the story, we're all paying for everything. Like, so the bill's being broken down by six.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
my in-laws were very generous enough to
Okay.
pay for the house. And
Mhm.
then every other thing, every grocery store, every meal is going to be split by six. Um,
Okay, that's
so
good.
that's what I'm like. So at the end of the night, the card wasn't working, or like their card wasn't working. It wasn't because it wasn't working,
Uh-huh.
but like it was getting stuck in the machine. I'm like, Meek, take the
Yeah.
fucking card, take the fucking card. And I handed him our card, and I was
Wait, now you make me feel like I shouldn't complain about the fact that I don't know
why?
Marco's family.
You don't
Because
know
I'm
them
like,
at
oh,
all?
like I FaceTime. I haven't met them physically in
In
the flesh. Yes. It's been a
oh
point of
gosh, and I can't
contention.
even.
He's
I
like not
bet.
that close with them. And
But
so
see, this is where I want you to
I
say, like, be
yeah.
careful when you say close. Because he might
Okay.
think that you
He's
and your
probably
family are so annoying and close. I'm not projecting.
no, we were literally together on Sunday and I'm gonna go see my dad. We went so
I
I'm
saw the
sharing way
picture
too
of your
much. I'm
family. No,
sharing
I saw the picture of
so
you and
my
your family and
brother
like zooming in. Like, oh, I know about this one.
my brother brought another new girlfriend. God, I'm being so bad. I don't care. There's always a new girlfriend and we're always it's just like right there. Like they're always around and then it's like you get to know one and then they're
Yeah.
gone. And
Yeah.
then you get to know another. And at this point I'm like, should I even get to know you? Like I don't
Yeah.
she's very nice though. I liked her. I liked her a lot.
Mm,
This
well,
new girl.
for how
And I'm
long?
like,
Hopefully
well,
she's
how
not
I know
listening.
she's not. I know her. She's very earthy and like I don't think she gives a fuck about pop culture. You know what I
Oh,
mean?
but like, will she want to listen just to be
No.
nosy? Okay.
No.
Yeah. Well, moral of the story. So today I knew that they were I couldn't have thanked you more for this podcast today. They're like, "Oh, we're gonna do this whole day thing where we go see these like
Uh-huh.
six beaches." And I luckily this was me and Meek's idea. We've already seen them when we were here last time. So I was like,
Mhm.
"Oh, shucks. I have to record the podcast."
Wait, I'm over here feeling bad because
Oh
I
my God.
requested this
I
time, which is mid in the middle of your day, like in
girl,
the snack center of
I
your day.
told you last week when you're like, you can have the week off, you
Yeah.
can have the week off. I said,
Yeah.
absolutely not. absolute. I told you last week I am not taking this week off. Absolutely not. No,
So
thank
they're
you.
gone. This is how
So
I was like,
they
how is she talking about them? Aren't
Oh
they
yeah.
like right in the
Oh
house
yeah.
with her?
Well, this is the other thing. So I had to wake up today because all they were talking about, they all think I sleep late because I'm usually jet lagged and I
Yeah.
can't fall asleep until like 2 a.m. So I had to make
Yeah.
breakfast today because somehow I promised it. I don't remember, but I had to make eggs and breakfast. And he comes trying to wake me up
Mhm.
and I was a fucking see you next Tuesday. I was
That would be me.
the devil. I'm gonna have to
Yeah.
apologize to them at dinner.
Sleep is precious when you're traveling internationally and you can't sleep well. I have to sleep in when I'm in Italy
See,
because
and then like
I go to sleep so late there.
right, because you can't, you're like on the opposite schedule and you can't fall
Hmm.
asleep.
Yeah.
So I come downstairs like a fucking asshole. Meek's poor mother's trying to talk to me about fresh squeezed orange juice. I'm like, mm-hmm. And she goes, also, I know we have our cousin's wedding in 2 years. Do you want to do this in 2 years? And I was like, I don't know if I can think about that right now, Caroline.
I
I love you, but like, is now the time you really want to ask me if if I want to do this again in 2 years? Are you
That is
crazy?
so fucking funny. I'm just picturing because I would be the same way. I would be a fucking yeah, I have to get that under control. I can be when I'm tired
Same. Oh my
or
God.
hungry. When I'm tired or hungry, it's
S-
not good.
Uh, same. And it takes me like truly, it takes me about 2 hours to wake up in the morning, like before I want
Mhm.
people near me.
Mhm. And they're like morning people, I presume.
Well, if I get up at 10, they're all up at like 6 and 7 a.m. on
Yeah.
vacation.
Is it loud? That's the one thing I hate about group trips is like when everyone's up, you can hear everything.
It's not loud at all because the thing in
Okay, good.
European houses, which I think Europeans do right, I wonder if in Marco's house it's like this. Like in their living room, there's a door that shuts to the living
Yeah,
room.
we talked
There's
about
a,
this. Yeah.
yeah.
They're like
And so
more closed off.
like each room is sectioned
Hmm.
off.
Yeah.
Um, and they also have these, can you see these blinds up here? They do this. Does Marco do
Oh,
this in Italy?
yeah. He has the same thing. They're like hardcore blinds. And
The
it's like blacked out. Like when he has them
blacked.
closed, it's like
Hmm.
dead black in the house. And I love that. They don't do my house, I just have like shitty blinds.
Yeah,
I didn't
most,
realize how
I think,
expensive blinds are. I wanted to replace them and I was like, "Oh, JK. I
girl,
can't."
that's like thousands of dollars. Because how
Yeah.
many windows do you have? In New York, you have like two windows. You're like, yeah, sure.
No, I got shades for two windows and it was like $500 and then I didn't even pay. I was like, I'm not hiring somebody to install these. And I was like, Dad, where's your drill? And he came over.
Okay, what's dad's name? What is dad's?
Edward. He's Edward.
Edward.
He's the third.
Oh, what is your
Third
mom's name?
Sudabe. She's
I knew it was gonna
Sudi.
have Sudi. Sudabe. That's a beautiful
What would
name.
Sudi do? That's what I
What
always
would
say.
Su-
What would Sudi do? Because my mom's like a boss ass bitch at work and like
She's a
very high up.
scientist.
She's a scientist, but she's got her MBA, so she's like doing a
Okay.
lot of the project management, and
Okay.
she's a boss bitch. I look up to her in the workplace.
Sudabe. I love
Yeah,
that. Well, this is
yeah,
the one thing I wanted to say to you. Because remember I texted you on whatever day and was like, "There's two things I want to tell you about European
yes.
men."
And I
Did I
sent
give
you
you
the
words?
gift. I sent you the gift like this. You don't
I can't
remember?
remember. I can remember the one. I can't remember the second.
Wait,
Let me
I
go
think is
back.
it something like traveling with them, like it's easier or something?
That part, but also I need to know the other one because the other one, okay. The one thing is, are you and Marco flying together to Portugal or are you meeting in the
No, we're
airport?
meeting there. But when I did fly with him, it was he has really funny pictures of me. I was like
It's
conked out.
more, it has nothing to do with that. It's sheer logistics because
Mhm.
he's going to fly in and he's not going to have to clear customs, but you're going to have to
Oh,
clear customs.
mhm,
And
it's a pain in the ass.
when your partner has a European passport, it gets you through so much quicker because you don't have to wait in the long
Oh,
ass
it's because
lines.
you're married though.
You
because
could do the same with your partner.
no, we weren't able, I had to do custom separate from him.
Did you try it, or you just think you had to do
No, we
custom
didn't
separate?
try. We didn't try it.
You,
It
girl,
was like, this is the
I'm telling you
American line,
now.
here's the EU line, and we're like, okay, I'll see
Exactly.
you on the other side.
No,
Why don't
because
you
he
get us
has
some
his
food?
nope. He has his EU passport. You go in that EU passport line with him. You're
Wait, you know
technic
what's great? Why don't you get a second passport? Why don't you become a citizen?
I can't unless I live in the country for a certain amount of years. Like I
Even though
have to
you're
have a
married?
residence. Yeah. It's so stupid. I mean, not stupid, but like that's their rule.
I really, oh, okay. I
But
wonder if
so
that
I
is.
am telling you now, this is what you take advantage of. You go in that EU line with him.
Okay. We could
You
do it on the way
go.
back.
That's what I
Okay.
mean. You go in that EU line. They're not going to, they just think you're a couple. How do they know you're not married? They don't know you're
Okay.
not married.
Well,
Look at
here's
you.
my
You're
issue.
such a rule follower.
I have global entry.
Oh, it's
And
amazing.
because I'm that bitch, I have global entry, and he is an EU citizen. So going through the US is fucking annoying. Or coming back, it's like I'm blasting through, and he's
Ble-
stuck there for the
But
long
see,
haul.
this is why this is where you take advantage of him. This is like the thing that you take advantage. You get in that line.
I
Meek did it
will.
one time, and ever since then, because I used to do separate, and then I'm like, we're married. And the lady at the thing was like, are you guys like, no, she didn't even say anything. Meek's like, let's just go because I have mine. And just followed him
Yeah.
in that line. Not one custom person's ever said anything. We did it when we got to Portugal. And
Mhm.
all she said is, do you guys want to go and separate or together? Because separately, he could scan his thing and that could take a second. He's like, nah, we'll just go
Uh-huh.
together. And there was only 5 people in line, and all the people
Damn.
had to wait in line for like 2 hours. So you
Oh
take
God,
advantage.
that's gonna be me because I'm coming alone. I have a question for you. Okay,
Ask
this is
me.
something I deal with a lot. I travel a lot with coworkers or Marco, whoever I'm traveling with. I have global entry. So would you ditch the person you're traveling with to go through the faster
Without
line?
a doubt.
Okay, I
Me
do
and
it.
Meek,
I'm like,
me and
bye.
Meek
I'm not
have.
taking off my shoes or my belt. I'm not taking my laptop out of my backpack. Like,
Are
see you
you
later.
insane?
You peasants
I
can go
can't
over
even
there.
believe this is even a question. I have TSA and global entry,
Uh-huh.
and we would travel with Meek's coworkers. We would go on these like
Uh-huh.
trips, and we'd be like, "Bye," and then we'd go in our like Chase lounge, the like airport lounge, and be like,
Oh,
"See you guys at the gate."
oh, you have a
Fuck that.
Chase lounge? Oh God. I was stuck at the airport last week and I was just like, look, the way, okay, so we got stuck on the tarmac.
You
I
have to
was
tell this
texting you.
story.
I was having a mental breakdown after like the longest day of
Tell the story
traveling.
though, because I
Okay.
don't know the full story. I want to hear the story. I'm
Okay.
sorry,
Oh, okay.
people.
So
We don't
I
have a
went
lot
to
of.
San
I haven't
There's
watched
actually
any
a lot
TV.
of okay. So I went to San Antonio for work, which there is no it's in Texas, which I have to tell the FIFA story, the German story. But
Oh yeah.
so there was no direct flights. So like after the longest week of work, I'm breaking down the booth because we were at a conference. I'm shipping
Oh,
things
that's what you
out.
were doing.
Yeah. And then so finally in the afternoon, I'm taking like a night flight. They're like delaying it, and I have two flights. So I'm like, am I gonna make my connection? I'm freaking out. I get to where did we go? We went to like Dallas, and then there's like
Ugh.
crazy storms. And
Oh.
but they do take off, but like it was hell getting from point A to point B and like getting on the plane in time. So like finally we land at my airport in Raleigh, North Carolina, and I'm like, it's like 11 p.m. at this point. And I'm like, oh, I'm gonna go to sleep. I'm so excited. It's been such a long week. They were like, sorry, we can't let you off the plane because we don't have a gate. And so it's like 30 minutes, 30 minutes. It's 30-minute increments. They keep going on the loudspeaker and being like 30 more minutes, 30 more minutes. And it's like 2 a.m. at this point, and you should have heard me. I was like, like I
Were
was
you
like
like
crossing my
anxious?
arms. No, I was just annoyed because I was such a long trip. Like I was
Yeah.
exhausted and I just wanted to get the fuck off the plane. I was so
Oh,
sleep deprived and I was in the window seat and my legs, I was just like, and then all the people in first class, this is what made me think about it when you said the Chase Lounge. I hated the people in first class because I was like, y'all are just like, so I know you guys are comfortable right now. And I'm like in the back of the plane. There's like babies screaming, and I'm in the window seat, and I'm just like, and it was like 3 a.m.
And they
Finally,
don't
they
let you
let us off.
but they also
There's
you're
like
not
no
allowed to like
AC.
stand. You can't go to the
No,
bathroom. Oh my
I
God.
was I was like honestly I was being a brat because there was people
What do
in
you
way
mean?
worse
That's
situations.
not
No,
that's
because
not
there's
being a
literally people with like
brat.
children who are trying to like wrangle their babies and stuff, and I'm like, like, and then
That's your
meanwhile, my
ASMR.
coworkers are all texting me, and they're like, "Oh, it feels so good to be in my own bed," and I'm just like, "Fuck you and fuck you," and finally I made it home, but I slept. I didn't have my dog, and so I slept until like 10 in the morning for the first time in like years,
Do
and yeah.
you I would have lost my mind, especially if it was for a work trip. I'd be like, I'm off tomorrow. And that's the thing. We talked about this earlier. Do you pack snacks in your bag? Because if I'm hungry, or I always pack snacks on a plane because of this.
I did, and you just made me think I should pack when I go to Portugal in 2 weeks. I should
Girl,
pack good food because
you
I once on the way to Italy, they said chicken or fish. I said fish,
are you
and
insane?
I got sick on the
No
plane, and it was an
shit.
8 hour. Like I'm not joking. I got like sick, and I was in the middle or the window seat, and like what?
Oh,
So now I'm like, I will be packing breakfast, lunch, and dinner for the
I
rest of my life
I
until I'm
truly
like in
do
first
that.
class one day.
I'm not even
One
kidding. I
day.
truly do that. I make sure, like, I
That's
didn't eat the
smart.
airplane food because I mean, it's fine,
It's
but I always get,
nasty. No, it's
it's disgusting.
nasty.
It's just like astronaut food.
Yeah.
Um,
What do you
we do,
pack? Like you like
well, so I
properly
ate
pack?
before. I've done that in the past. Like, you could bring. I've brought a sweet green salad through.
Smart.
When I like had
Smart.
gluten and dairy stuff, I was like, I'm
Hmm.
not like you can ask for that, and I've gotten like gluten-free meals from them, but they're usually trash.
Yeah.
Um, just I mean, also you can get like anything in the airport. I
Yeah.
remember one
But
time I lived in Costa Rica and I didn't have any money. I put a
wait, you
salami and
lived
cheese.
in Costa Rica?
Yeah, I
What?
forgot to tell you that.
The most casual. Yeah, when I lived in Costa Rica. What?
I think I said I don't know, maybe I didn't tell you. Yeah, who
Yeah.
cares? I lived there. I moved there when I was 20. I was like having like a midlife crisis. I wanted to get out of my 7-year
Mm,
relationship, and so I was like, "Oh, I have a friend who lives there." And I just left and lived. It was only a year. But yeah,
okay. That is
I didn't
sick.
have any money or like a good like I had a job, but it didn't pay me anything. And then like when I would come
Yeah.
home from trips and stuff, I would have $0, and so I just remember packing like 2 sandwiches for the flight. You can bring whatever you want. Bring a
Yeah.
cheesesteak. Bring
When
some.
I moved to LA, I had $10,000 in the bank and no job. And I thought at the time, $10,000 felt like
Was
so much money.
it
Now I'm like,
is.
if there's a catastrophe, I'm fucked. Like
Well,
I
that's
need
because you
much
have a
more
house.
than,
You have a.
yeah.
You're
I'm like,
screwed.
if this HVAC system breaks, I'm gonna
Oh,
need way more than $10,000. But at the time, 10,000, I was like, I can live off this for a year, which
yeah.
in LA you
It
cannot
was like
really.
six
But
months. I moved to
yeah,
Costa Rica with $3,400.
that's crazy. Because now that's like 2 months of rent in like a normal city. That's like
Yeah,
less
I'm
than
like
two
that.
months of rent in a normal
Yeah,
city.
yeah, it's not a
That's
lot. Rent
crazy.
there, my rent was only $400, but that was
That's
12, 13 years.
insane.
But that was so long ago. It's not like
I
that anymore.
know. I
It's not like
remember
that
those
anymore.
days. I
Yeah.
remember that. Wait,
Anywho,
okay. Should we
I just
talk
want to I
about?
want to
Yeah,
end
go
this
ahead.
statement by just saying my in-laws are incredible. They're wonderful to me. They are really, really, truly incredible. They love me. They treat me like one of their own. If this was my own family, I would by this point, like I've been here since Saturday. Like it's Wednesday now. Like it's just natural for everyone to get on each other's nerves. So I'm so grateful for my time today, and I'll be back on the horse tomorrow. They're really incredible people, and they're so loving and so generous, and they're just like if this was my own parents, I would have already killed them. Not actually
Yeah.
kill them. Okay, don't cancel me.
Wait, are you with them for the next 3 weeks?
No, are you
I don't know
crazy?
why. Like, how long are you with them?
Okay, so we until Saturday.
Okay.
Saturday they go back to Belgium. We're going to see friends and hang out in Spain for the week, and then next
Okay.
Friday Meek has to go to Belgium for work, so I'm like, I'll go too. Um
And
and
then
so
you'll
we'll
be
just
reunited with them.
yeah, for like
Okay.
5 days. Yeah,
Okay.
I
You're
know.
going to
Everything's
Spain.
fine.
Sick. Wait, are we going to
Yeah.
be in Europe at the same time? Because I'm going to Portugal
Yeah.
July 4th.
Yeah, and
Okay.
I'll be in Belgium
Okay.
because I wasn't supposed to be. But also, I need to know, okay, can you, and then we'll get onto stuff. Can you tell me your itinerary in Portugal and I can tell you yay or nay?
Yeah. So we're going to Porto. Dude, okay,
Yep. Haven't been
this
there.
is me oversharing again. I got in another fight with Marco because I'm
Oh,
doing all the fucking planning. He's like
girl.
the TikToks you see of like, I'm so and so and I booked our flight. I'm so and so. And then they pan to the partner and they're like, and I'm Marissa. Like that is literally,
And I'm
he's
just
just the
there.
passenger. He's just like, I'm like, oh, we need to book reservations because like restaurants in Portugal like fill up. It's a hot
Yeah.
spot. And he's like, oh, we'll just figure it out when we're there. Like he's so laid back, but in an annoying way. And I'm like, pitch in, help me. So, anyways, I found all three of the cities we're staying in. Literally, I have a spreadsheet and I gave him options and like notes and like
It's like
prices. And I was like, pick your top three.
I, whenever I think that I am type A, I look at your spreadsheets and I'm like, nope,
Oh, girl, I have tabs.
nope.
I have tabs on
You, but
that
like,
thing.
I used to feel like I was organized in my old podcast, and now I feel like such a POS. I'm like, I don't do anything with Maria's tabs and things and
Tabs.
outlines. But this is what I'm saying. Okay, so I'm gonna say this, and I'm not sticking up for Marco. Marco, I'm having your back a little bit. You'll
Hmm.
get over this in like a few years if you guys stay together, because it's just going to be like he'll pitch in other places where you're like, I don't want to do that. And this will just be your thing. And once you
Yeah.
have an incredible trip, you'll be like, yeah, I don't trust his opinions anyway. I don't want to do anything he wants to do.
It's
And he
probably
just,
better the way I'm doing it. Yeah.
because would you give him any control if he did it? Like, let's say he's like, I found 3 restaurants. Would you be like,
Yes.
yeah, we'll go?
I
Okay.
want him to have opinions, right? Like,
Oh.
it's just like, oh, I'm fine with whatever. I'm fine with whatever. I will
Do
say he's
you
not the
really want
person
him
who
to have
can think.
opinions?
This is a
Great.
legitimately good question because I
Right. Do
do
you
have a big
really,
personality and I
but like,
actually okay. Oh, you know what? I'm
do
good to like
you,
switch gears and
do
think
you,
maybe you're right.
do you really want him to have opinions? It's true. Like in this situation where you're traveling and you have an idea of what this trip is going to be, do you really, truly want him to put his 2 cents in?
Maybe like two,
Okay.
two
But that's,
occasions.
but that's like
Okay, wait.
it's,
This makes me think my friend and I were having a conversation about this last night because we were watching Love Island and live texting each other.
oh,
And there is like Melanie had said to a guy, I want a dominant man because I'm dominant in every area of my life and I just need to be submissive in a relationship. And my friend got really pissed at that. And I was like, well, what does she mean by
why?
dominant? Because in
Right.
my mind, it's like decisive. Like I just
Yeah.
sometimes for me, it's like I'm tired of making decisions at my job, in my life, and I just want my man to like get like I don't want to think about what we're buying from the grocery store. Just figure it out. But she thought of it more. She took it more, my friend, as like
Trad
submissive and
wife.
like he tell
Right.
trad wife. And I
Yeah.
was like, oh, this is interesting. Like and this is kind of how I think is like I want in my mind a dominant man, but for me it's just like decisive, like I don't want to have to think all the time. But maybe that's not dominant.
But and also, I don't believe you. I know we don't know each other that well,
No,
and I'm
you're
and I'm
right.
probably projecting because
No,
I
you're
say
not.
that. I say that too, where I'm like, like get your shit together. At like, truly, I am like, it would be great if you pitched in for this. It would be great if you could figure out what we went to the store. If Meek went to the store, okay, I remember when he first moved to the U.S. He went to the store. I asked him to get garlic, and he picked up what are they called? Shallots. And I was like, see, if I would have went to the store, right? And I'm
That
like, this
is,
would have never
I would,
happened if I went to the
yeah,
store.
yeah, yeah.
And you're like, you want them to make these decisions. And then if they do, you're like, well, you did it wrong. You didn't do it my way. It's not how I want it done. I know
That's
where I want
fair.
Meek to be dominant. And
Okay.
it's exactly where
It's
you
in
think
the
it is.
bed.
And that's most important. I'm being like, I'm dead serious. Like,
No, yeah, yeah, yeah.
it's used to be what I thought, like, oh, I want you to take control and blah, blah. Like, no, I don't. I really don't. When we were in Portugal, I was like, you need to figure out where we're eating today. Like,
Mhm,
that's what I
mhm.
need. I need to know that we're going to have good food today. And I don't want to think about, like, I planned the hostels, I planned the hotels, I planned the plane trips. Like, I picked this day, like, you figure out where we're eating, what we're going to do, and I don't want to think about it today. And that was great. It was like the one day where I was like, I don't give a shit. Go ahead.
Yeah, yeah. Okay. Here's the one thing though. I'm annoyed
Yeah,
with
tell
him,
me.
but when we're in person, he's gonna be like
The
driving the
best.
car and
But
like,
that's
yeah,
what I'm
he's gonna
saying.
be,
Like,
yeah.
he's
He'll
like
be
Meek's the
figuring
guy,
out like
the
trains and stuff
maps,
like that.
and
Yeah.
see, that's like for me, Meek will wait in a line for a car rental for an hour while I'm over in the corner on my phone, because if I had to wait in line for an hour,
Hmm.
I would lose my, like, that those are things where I'm not patient. And like I
Yeah.
don't want to figure
Okay, I
out the
feel
car
so much
rental.
better.
But
Yeah.
it's like you, I think we all have this idea of like what partnership looks like, and I want you to chip it
Yeah.
in, and I want, but it's just you'll see how he contributes in other ways.
You're right. I have this problem where everything has to be exactly 50-50 in my mind. And it's not always
Okay.
going to be that way. So, like, in my mind, I'm like, I did this. I expect you to do exactly this tomorrow. Like,
Where
with
do you
the
think this
walking the
comes
dog and
from?
stuff. I don't know. I've
Do you
never
go to
thought about
therapy?
that. Not right now. No.
Girl.
Are you telling me I need therapy?
I think everyone needs therapy. Don't you want to
I
be
haven't.
like you go to
No,
the
I broke up
gym?
with my therapist because
Ugh.
you know what though? I just canceled my appointment because of a work thing. Like I canceled it for a couple days in advance and then I just never scheduled, like rescheduled. And she just never, like her office never hit me up. And I was just like, you know what? I'm good. And I just never
Okay.
went to her again. And we just like ghosted each other. But I think I
Sometimes we have
need
to break it.
somebody different because the
I
one
just
I
yeah.
liked was like $165 a session and she didn't take insurance. And so I
But do
found
you,
somebody who does and I hated her.
well, the other thing is, I don't know if you can do this, but check if your insurance has out of network coverage, because if they do, you can submit your bills and then get
Hmm.
repaid a portion of that.
Yeah, I should go back to Colette.
All I'm saying is, I think everybody should go to therapy. Like we all go to the
Mhm.
gym, right? What's the difference? It's
Mhm.
the same thing. It's like exercise. Like you want to be the best version of yourself.
Yeah, yeah,
That's interesting about the 50-50.
yeah.
I like want to know your parents' dynamics. Who the fuck do I think I am right now? Look at the way I'm like sitting here with like
Yeah,
my
you're literally,
background
this
and
is
like
therapy. I think you need like a
like my
self-help
feet
podcast.
up.
Oh, wait, wait.
Oh,
Look at your water bottle. You've got the European
mm,
water bottle with the
I have the cap.
connected cap. I don't know why we don't do that in the US. Okay, one thing, we are just not talking about pop culture
No, and I
today.
have another question
One
about the
thing,
water bottle too.
okay. One thing is Marco doesn't buy or he doesn't have water. Like he only buys bottled water in
That's
Europe.
exactly what I was just going to say
It's
to you.
so wasteful. Like buy a filter
They
and drink from the
buy
tap.
bottles of water like this.
It's
All
so
there's we have a
wasteful.
6 pack in there.
Hmm.
And we do it in Belgium, and we do it when we're traveling, and I'm like, why am and so I drink. Meek's mom's always like, I know when you're in town, I have to buy extra water, because
Yeah.
they'll all pour this into a glass, and these are the size glasses they
And they
have.
barely drink
What is
water.
this? Like a wine
Look
glass?
at
Like
me
what is
right
this?
now. I've been
6 ounces?
drinking.
I know. I know. And
We
so
drink
then
so
they'll
much water in America.
so much water, and they think we're insane. So I'll pour in, and it'll be like my 2 sips of water, and then I'm like, I want more. So I just started taking the bottles with me and
Yeah,
drinking
I would
them.
too.
The
I
whole
would
I
too.
if we go out for
Put
the
an
day, I
A
take
on
one.
it.
They all
Yeah.
think I'm insane. I know they're all eyeing me up that I'm drinking it out of the bottle. I'd love
Uh-huh.
Marco's opinions on it. Why do they do
No, literally,
this?
he literally has a service, like a delivery service. Every week he has new water bottles. I'm
And
like,
it's
get a
not like what we
filter.
think.
Just get a filter. Get a
It's
Brita. I don't know. They don't do
insane.
that.
It's
It's so weird
it's
to me.
okay. Maybe this was the other thing I was going to ask you about European men. Maybe I asked you this? What is the situation with air conditioning in?
Oh, you did, but this
Okay.
is so funny because I was just talking to the German guys in
Oh
San
yeah, yeah,
Antonio.
yeah. Okay, set up this
They
story for us.
Okay, so I was in San Antonio for this conference. We were like out one night, and I these like German, very good-looking German men came up to
Mm,
me and they were
we love a
chatting me
cheek
up.
boom.
And I was like, "What are you guys doing in the US?" And they're like, "We're here for the FIFA World Cup." And I was like, "Okay, give me like
I
tell me
love how you
everything."
say the FIFA World Cup. Like,
Okay, they said we're here for FIFA. Whatever they said with their amazing German accents. And I was like, tell me everything. What do you think of the US? Because right now it's going viral. Like
yep.
actually Germans are going viral right now and like South
Oh,
Koreans who are coming to
yep.
the US and like getting their takes on the US. But they were like, the first thing they said is your air conditioning. Every time they go to a hotel, they said they just turn it off when
Because
they
it's
get
too
into the
cold.
hotel room. Turn it off. We're in San Antonio, Texas. It's
It's
like
like a
100 degrees. And they're like, oh, we don't need air conditioning. And then I was with a British girl who's with my work. And she was like, oh, yeah, too much aircon. She calls it
aircon,
aircon, which I
airco,
love. I
aircon.
love the way she talks. But she said the same thing that she,
Everyone. Okay,
Mhm.
first of all, it's another thing about Portugal. Pack a few sweaters and light jackets because it's not super hot yet. Just an
Okay.
FYI. Not in Lisbon,
Wow.
not in Lisbon, but you're going to the
I'm going
Algarve.
to Porto and I'm going to the Algarve. And I literally was planning on packing just like summer clothes.
You can, but like pack a sweat. Like at night, you're gonna
Okay.
need it.
Okay,
But
good to know.
the air conditioning conversations, the whole first day, it's all we talked about. What degrees are you putting it on? How much do you need? And I'm sitting here like, honestly, it's 75 degrees. If there were screens in these windows, I would just have at
Yeah,
night, it goes down to like 65. I would just have my
that sounds
window open.
amazing.
Right. It's all we talk about.
What
The
are
other
they
thing is like,
doing?
they
What are
have
they
their air
doing?
conditioning on because as much as they think it's so hot. All they're talking about is
Okay,
how hot
that's
it
so weird.
is.
This is the opposite of what I thought. Because
Right.
my experience of Europeans is that they are like used to like not having much air conditioning. So you're saying the
100%.
opposite, though.
But
You're
it's like
saying like,
both things are happening. My sister-in-law is freezing sleeping under a blanket. Her boyfriend is not. My in-laws think it's sweating hot in the sun, and I'm like, we wouldn't go to the beach on a day like today because it's 75. You know?
mhm,
You're like,
yeah,
"Oh, it's very confusing." The other thing is like
uh-huh.
Meek doesn't know how to regulate his heat. He'll just sit and be hot and sweating instead of like putting a fan on or turning the air conditioning on. He'll just sit there
He'll just
sweating.
suffer.
Yeah.
Some people are more comfortable with suffering than others.
I need a
I
break.
have a, I have a very low threshold for
Hot.
discomfort.
Same. Same. Jesus Christ. We are 40 minutes in and we haven't talked one fucking. Can you tell I needed a break? I haven't shut
Yeah,
up. I
I
just
love
need a
this.
break.
I love it. I was ready. I was like, okay, because I was like, there's no way
You had
Amy's
your
gonna do
outline.
this. I was like, I'm probably gonna end up podcasting alone because like she's gonna be so busy. And so I was like getting ready mentally. I was like, okay, I'm gonna talk about Love Island, Real Housewives of Rhode Island. You know what
I
I
feel
realized
bad.
about you
I'm
and Dan?
sorry.
No,
What?
you and Dan were covering like pop culture stories, and I was like, we just talk about shows all the time. And I was like,
No,
I
we
wonder if that,
don't.
yes, we do. We talk about Bravo all the time. As much as we said that
What
we're
we
like
like you taught me about
clavic clavicular got a nose job. Speaking of
wait, and
which,
did you
have
I
you
can't believe you think
seen?
we don't talk about pop culture. But Dan is very pop culture centric.
He's
Like
like
Dan,
top five stories.
but you also like sent me some random ass text last night about these people who broke up that I'm like, what are the
Alabama
oh,
Barker and Neon.
Okay, yeah.
You
So
know
talk about,
Alabama Barker,
of
Travis
course, we have the
Barker's
same tramp
daughter.
stamp. Yeah.
Yeah, oh, yeah, we talked about this. She was dating a streamer named Neon, and they had a very public relationship, and it was very wholesome. And you were like, wholesome? It was very wholesome. And they
Um,
were like
okay.
so sweet together. And apparently they broke up, but that's all I know. That's what the kids are talking about. These are like the Gen Z. I love my Gen Z information. Also,
Girl,
Gen
you
Z
inspired
can't
me.
read. Gen Z cannot read. My friend pointed this out last night. Love Island, they'll be like reading like letters or like texts, and she's like, they can't read. And I was like, oh. And then I was like, you know what? This is a Gen Z thing.
God, I can't stop laughing.
Have you
Oh,
noticed this?
I don't know. I just noticed so like, do you want to know what I notice on Love Island? Is
Hmm.
their conversations.
Hmm.
It's
Like
like,
that they talk about nothing.
I have a dog. Oh my God, I have a dog too. What kind of dog is it? It's a pit bull. I love pit bulls. My favorite
I know
color is
exactly
green.
which I
Oh
know
my God,
exactly
my
which
favorite
nipple.
color is green. Right. And you're like, guys,
Oh my God.
you're
Can you
gonna have a
imagine if
real.
they talked about politics? That would be insane.
I would love to watch Kenzie and Corbin have a conversation about what's happening in the world today.
Oh
Just
my
like throw a
God.
random sentence at them
Same.
and be like, and go.
And tell me what you think about the oil crisis in the Middle
Oil
East.
crisis? What is gas?
All I know about is oil that I put on my body for tanning. That's what Kenzie would say.
Oil? Her face. Oh my God. Okay, so I have a lot of Love Island to catch up on.
Hmm.
Okay, and this is a wild card. I did not put this in the podcast outline.
Hmm.
And but have you, this is what's been on my doom scroll debrief. Have you heard these rumors about Melania Giudice?
Oh, where she got arrested? Okay, tell the class
I'll
because
tell
I know what
okay,
you're talking about it.
okay, so this is like popped up on some of the other podcasts that we follow. Apparently Melania and Teresa got into a physical altercation because of Louis or like something to do with him, blah, blah, blah. And Melania gave Teresa a black eye, allegedly. She
Oh,
has, there were like photos leaked. I don't know if they're real. They could be AI because at this point you're like, I don't know anymore. She lawyered up apparently. Like there's a lot of rumors going around. Even the blog that I follow that I've Bravo and Cocktails, they won't report on it because they said it's so dark that they will
oh
not
my
report on it
God.
because they're like, and she's like, I think she's a minor or she's under 21.
Okay.
And she just like I think there's certain like things, but it's being like very hush hush and some of like the trashier magazines are picking it up. But yeah, apparently Melania and Teresa got into a physical altercation and I think Melania was charged with assault. And I think they're calling it like domestic violence.
Well, I thought so. I knew that they got into a fight. I knew she got arrested for physical battery or something
Oh,
like that.
okay.
But I saw that Louis or somebody called the police. The police
Yep.
came and then they were fighting and Melania hit a police officer. That's what I saw. So,
Oh
like
shit.
in the act of I don't know, like fighting
Allegedly,
her
allegedly,
mom,
allegedly.
this is all alleged because like all of this is speculation. There's like it's very unclear what actually happened, but
But like,
she really lawyered up. That is sad. I feel
it's
like
so sad. And
Teresa will just always defend Louis.
mm,
He's the problem. He's
uh,
a big problem.
but that's
The
how
second
she's
he came on my screen, I was like, ew, this grease ball. Like his
ew,
face is, he's too like
too tan.
smooth. He's
He's
got
too
too much like Botox or something, or like I
Botox
don't
and
know.
tanning. But he
Yeah.
gives that sleazeball energy.
Mhm.
And it's not like Joe Judice didn't. It's funny
Yeah.
because we interviewed Teresa on our last podcast, and she
Uh-huh.
was you have this like conception of conception, is that a word?
Yeah. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
You have this conception of who she is, and she was the sweetest, nicest, incredible woman that I was
Mhm.
not expect. I don't know what I was expecting, but she was
Yeah.
so wonderful to us, like these little podcasters, and she was so down to chit chat, and
Mhm.
she just was so lovely to us. Um, that
And she was
it
in
cha-
her yoga era for a while. I don't know if she still
yeah.
is. When she got out of
Mm.
prison, she was like really into yoga.
I
And
think it's
that's
a
when I kind of
shame.
fell off. I fell off pretty, like, I haven't watched New Jersey for a while.
Yeah, I mean it's also been off for a while too, but I think it's a
Yeah.
shame. Like you watch these women, and I think this is a good segue into Rhode Island. Like you
Mm.
watch these women deal, like these incredibly beautiful, stunning women that are getting great opportunities, like kind of sit back with these sleazeball losers.
This is the
Just
segue into Rula.
yeah, and I
I was
mean,
thinking when we were talking about Gracie,
ew. But they
Teresa
all look like there's
Louis,
so much
I
oil
just
on
think
their
of
face.
Rula's husband, Brian, from Real Housewives of Rhode Island, which this word, here's a word I'm going to teach you in Farsi.
Mm.
It's called chos charb, and it
Oh.
literally means greasy fart. And literally every time Brian comes on my screen, I'm like, chos charb.
Toast time.
It's just the perfect word to describe this man. Ugh. And then did you see? So the reunion part one happened, but the promo for next week, we
Oh, I
see
didn't see.
Andy ask Brian, he's like, and he's talking to Rula. He's like, Rula, did you know that Brian put his mistress on the deed for the business or something like that? You
What?
catch that? I was like,
No, I didn't.
she's like a part owner. He like made her a part owner because he's a podiatrist and I think he might own an office. And so we're gonna get into that next week, part two, I think, because the men are coming out. Yeah. He's
That's
making
in.
I thought, so here's what I thought. When Rula was clearly throughout the season, it's clear that Rula is getting cheated on.
Yeah,
I thought she's a smart woman. She's a financial advisor. I'm thinking this woman is so calculated that she's
she's
like,
waiting.
she's doing this in a smart way and she's getting this all on film and she's going to
Mhm.
divorce him and take everything. Then the season keeps going and I'm like, she's still defending him. She's not leaving him and she's just attacking Joellen. And then, okay, continue. Then there's the reunion, and I'm curious
But
to
to
know what you
your
think.
point, I saw on Bravo and Cocktails that she was waiting because they're at the 10-year mark. And there was something in their prenup that said if they don't make it to the 10 years, she doesn't get her cut. Even if that was the case, as a woman, like, I think I'd play this differently. Instead of
Mhm.
defending, I probably would be like, okay, to your point, like her being smart, like play the victim a little. Play the
Mhm.
victim that this is
No, she
happening to
just
you.
goes
And
on offense.
it's talk about, I
She's
just,
so in denial.
but it makes me feel bad for her. Like,
I don't feel bad for her. This reunion part one, she was nasty. Joellen and her were being pretty rough to each
petty.
other, but I
Yeah.
didn't like. I wrote this down because she said, "I don't know what's bigger, your mouth or what's between your legs," and I'm like, "We're really going there?" Like she called her a slut. I was like, don't go
It's also
there. Like
like calling someone a slut isn't even a good insult anymore. Like,
no, it's
okay,
not.
I'm a
It's
slut. Like,
childish. The good insults are
right.
coming from Rosie. Rosie's got it. She's got
I
the zingers.
really like Rosie. I really enjoy her.
Uh-huh.
I feel like she just gives zero Fs. She
Yeah.
has Real Housewife gold. Like there, I think she really was a standout. A hundred
She is
percent.
her and Joe Ellen and Alicia, of course.
I can't
You
stand
know
Joe
what?
Ellen. I cannot
Okay,
stand Joe
that's
Ellen.
fair. That's fair. I have very mixed feelings because
Yeah.
sometimes I'm like, she is perfect for this show. Even Gary, her
Oh,
husband,
she's definitely
like the
perfect for
two
the
of
show.
them. But and I think she's like sweet and funny, but I do kind of see the two-sidedness that they accuse her of. They accuse her of like being
Yeah.
one way to your face and another way behind your back. And I
But that's what's
kind of see that.
I mean, it's so blatant, and I think she was antagonizing Liz at that little Frank Sinatra concert.
Mhm.
She was 100%, and they talked about this a lot in the reunion, where Liz was like, I just wanted her to get away from me. If I'm seeing
Mhm.
red and someone's touching me and poking me and in my ear, I'm gonna I'm I'm gonna treat you the way that I feel. So like get the F away from me. Why are you antagonizing me? Why are you continuing to poke the bear?
I think she's an instigator.
Oh
And
yeah.
this is new because before I thought Liz was fully in the wrong in that fight. And now I'm
Mm,
kind of seeing I think Liz or Joellen is like she pokes and then this they get this big reaction and then she's
and
like,
she's
"See?
like, yeah.
See? This is who
Mm-hmm.
they are." It's kind of and I still don't think it justifies the way Liz and Rula acted towards her, but I
Yeah.
see why. I think she's a little more calculated than I realized.
I 100%. 100%. What are your thoughts on Liz now that the season's over?
I think Liz is gonna be in the show for a while, but
Yeah. She's like the queen bee.
I didn't like some of the way she acted. I didn't like what she was saying to Joe Ellen. Like, I don't what do you think?
I think it's clear that she's like the queen bee, that she
Hmm.
has clout and connections where she is.
Hmm.
And it seems to me that people are very much like tiptoeing around her.
Yeah, they're
Um,
afraid to get on her bad
Afraid.
side.
But I
Alicia,
kind of
though, go ahead.
I like that. But I think her and Alicia have a longer friendship that
Mhm.
there's more history there than maybe we know about.
I think there was a moment earlier in the season where Alicia was afraid to get on
Mm,
Liz's bad side, and that's why
yeah.
she went at Rosie like that. But
Yeah.
I liked during the reunion, Liz is accusing Joellen and Alicia of planning that
Right.
fight in the car, and Alicia's just silent. And they're like the girls are fighting, Joellen and Liz are fighting, and then Alicia just she's like, "I'm done. This is so stupid. You're wrong. That's crazy. I would never do that." And I love that Alicia wasn't afraid to say that.
I
And I
I think
think she doesn't have an insincere bone in her body. Like I think Alicia, what you
it's
see is what you
genuine.
get. I
Genuine.
think
And that's why
Llewellyn is calculated, but I don't think
oh
Alicia would do that.
I agree. I Alicia obvious standout because of like the goofy things she says, but to your point 100% she's genuine. I think she
Hmm.
takes her friendship seriously. The fact that Liz implied that she was faking her reaction to calling her homeless, and even when we're watching her with Andy, she's like, I get shaky when I talk about it. I get shaky
Hmm.
when I talk about it.
Hmm.
Like that's obviously trauma that she's dealing with. And I'm, God, I loved Alicia. I love her
You know
little
what I'm
accent.
worried about though? I'm worried because we felt this way about Wes. Like there are people who are standouts
Mm,
the first time we see
mm,
them. Everyone loves them. And then Bravo has this thing where like season two, they just like
mm.
they don't look so good anymore. And I don't want that to happen to Alicia. I want her to be our queen forever.
That's so interesting because I'm like, what could she possibly do?
I don't
What
know.
could she
We might
possibly
get to know
do?
her better. I don't know. Because Bravo does
Yeah,
that. They make somebody your hero, like Jesse and Wes
yeah.
season when whatever season they came on to
It
Summer
was,
House,
yeah.
everyone was obsessed. Everyone was obsessed with Jesse.
What? No, it
And
was
then the next
West.
well, the both. And then
Well,
the
it was
next
both of
season,
them.
Lexi came on the scene and everyone hated
Jesse
Jesse's
fucked.
behavior.
But
And
now I like
then
Jesse
Wes
again.
kind of fucked over Sierra that
Sierra.
season. And so
Yeah,
everyone hated the two of them that
yeah.
second time. But you're right, Jesse did make a
I love
resurgence
Jesse.
and
I feel
everyone
so
loves him again. I love
I feel
him
like such a
too.
jerk that I said something about his singing career on my TikTok that kind of blew up. Sorry, Jesse. I took that at your expense.
Oh, no, I think he was getting it from all sides.
Yeah, true. What else did we miss about Rhode Island?
Wait, I want to talk about where this went viral. Um,
Oh,
they're taking a break, and
oh
Rula's
my
like,
God.
Andy,
Andy. And he's
Andy, and he's
and
like,
Andy
what?
goes, yeah, Rolla.
And then she's like, I have proof that Brian was in surgery the day that the video was taken. And he's like, okay, we're on break. And he just, like, he could not. He's like, shut the fuck up.
He gave zero fucks. And it was, I would have felt so stupid if I were her in that moment when Andy's like, nah, bitch.
Yeah.
Not now. And then they
We
go
haven't
into
even,
this.
uh,
Go ahead. No, go ahead.
wait, the two of them fight, Rula and Joellen.
Yes. It's like, guys, also, Rula, you look so stupid. Like, you look
So
like an
bad.
idiot. We know that you've seen videos online. There's no way that you haven't. Just, I think we wouldn't be so annoyed if she didn't look like such an idiot defending this man who is
Hmm.
obviously cheating on her. Just shut up. Just
Hmm.
say nothing. Kind of play the victim, and maybe we'll
Yeah.
have some empathy for you, because now all we think is you're just some dumb person who
Yeah.
is letting this happen to you and continuing. Like, you think this man, I mean, it's the same when Joellen said, you think Brian goes to the gym?
Yeah.
It's the same thing of like, you think Brian couldn't put this in ChatGPT, make me, I mean, maybe he's not that smart, but
Yeah.
like,
Oh, the
give me a
AI
break.
thing.
Yeah, like, you can create a schedule. Like, come on.
Yeah, that's true. Well, okay, so the tracker he installed in Rula's car. At
This
first, I
is
was like, why would
wild.
he be tracking her? Because, like, it's not like she's the one cheating. And then Rula said, well, I think he wants to know where I am for when he's
He's
doing
doing what
things. He
he's
wants to
doing.
know if I'm coming, which this is weird to me because I'm like, do you guys not have iPhone Find My Friends? Why does he need a tracker on your
Well,
car?
because if he did iPhone Find My Friends, she would know, and she would have to track him back.
I have Marco's, like, it's just like
Oh,
you're,
we
you
talked
know
about
where,
this. I'm not
yeah, I
to,
know.
but it's
Maybe they
also
have
like,
Androids. That's all I could think. I was like, they must have Androids.
but no, because if she, they have Bentleys, but they also androids. I think the Find My Friends thing, like, that's too obvious because she could see where he is. Whereas with the tracker,
I
the
mean, they
air
have
tag,
kids
he can't see.
together. They have
Yeah.
kids together. If you don't know where your partner is, and they like, that's a problem to me. Like, why do
I
you have
don't
to
have a
hide a
tracker on
tracker?
Meek.
Oh, man.
I don't have a which one call it? What's it called? The
Find
Find
My
My Friend
Friends.
things.
Okay,
Yeah, I
share
don't
your
do that.
location with Brian. I don't, the tracker.
Yeah, the tracker. Sorry guys, we got cut off for a second. We're one day we'll get this figured out. Yeah, the tracker and how insane that was and how
Mhm.
you track Marco, but I mean like how what are you tracking Marco for in Italy?
I track everybody. I just have people and Find My Friends.
And like on like a Wednesday, you're like scrolling and you're like, you know what?
I don't look that much. But when you
Okay.
have their location, it shows up when you're texting them like under
Yeah.
their name. So like I'll be texting my friend. I'm like, "Oh, what are you doing in Wilmington today? Did you go to the beach?" Like while we're in the middle of texting.
Oh my God, that I hate every second of that. I hate every second of that. I lie too much to get out of plans. So I
Uh-huh.
wouldn't want to know that. Yeah, no. Just
I
admit
lie to
that.
get out of plans, but I have this really thoughtful friend and she'll be
Look how
like, "How
scared I
did it
am.
go? Tell me everything." And I'm like, "Fuck, you're like, now I have to lie more." Like, she'll remember things too. She'll be like, "Oh, how did last Wednesday go?" And I'm like, "Damn,
I have
she's too
one
nice."
friend that I can ditch every single thing and she will not give a shit. And I
I
have to
love that.
say, it's the most special,
Hmm.
easygoing friendship. We're like good friends, and it's my favorite quality about her. There's no anxiety if it's like, I'm not going. I'm just not going to go.
Yeah, I'm
I
not
know
in the
we
mood.
said, yeah, and I know we said we were going to go, and we said we were going to go for like 6 days, but I'm not going to go. And she's like, all right, see ya. Doesn't care. It's
That's me and my best friend.
it's great. It's so
When she
low stakes.
cancels, I'm like, "All right, I'll do this instead. I don't care."
Yeah, like don't tempt me with a good time. And if she cancels back, I'm like, thank you, baby Jesus. Low
Yeah.
stakes.
Yeah.
Anywho, we were almost at time on that other one.
Yeah.
What else do we
Can
have to
we just
cover?
talk? Okay,
Please.
I want to talk about the off-campus thing that I sent you this morning. So, we loved Off Campus and Mika Abdalla. What was the character's name that she played? She
3
played
letters.
Allie.
Allie. Shit.
She was Allie, and Josh Heuston, who was the guy that I was obsessed with.
That's so crazy that you were. I want her to be with blonde guy.
I thought she was going to be a blonde guy.
I know, but blonde guy has a fiance.
Oh, he does. Oh,
Yeah.
you're right. I saw this. So she's with Josh Heuston, who played Justin. Oh my God, he's so beautiful.
So not my type.
We literally talked about this. His green eyes.
But the thing
I'm
about
looking
the
at him on my
picture,
Google Images.
the thing about the picture is how he's grabbing the back of her head. That's what's giving us all a tingle in our Pringle. He like, it's like them in, where are they? Like Paris or something? Did I just make that up?
I think they were spotted in Paris, and that's where the things came up of them dating.
Yeah. And so she just broke up with him.
Verified, I don't think. But like they haven't like announced it or whatever, but
It's a picture of them like kissing each other. He's got her by like the back of the head. Super hot.
I'm trying to pull it up on my phone.
That would be, either way, it's hot because I don't know if you saw pictures of her ex-fiance, but he didn't do it for me. And she's about to blow up. He's about to.
She's so famous.
Yeah.
So yeah, you were trying to say this and I cut you off. Her and her fiance broke up.
Yeah. That's all I had to say.
Yeah. Recent. It was recent. Like it was announced.
Right after.
This always happens. Right when somebody blows up and they become really famous, their less famous partner usually gets left behind. Speaking of which, Jon Hamm. Okay. So Jon Hamm dated this woman before he was famous. They dated for like years,
like decades. I think it was like over a decade.
Yeah, and she was with him before he had Mad Men. Like she was with him through it all. There are speculations that she even helped him get roles because she was an actress. Okay, then he drops her.
Well,
now that
I don't know that he dropped her. I mean,
I think he dropped her. But this is what happens. This is Jelly Roll dropping Bunny.
But this is okay.
When they get famous, they're like, I don't need you anymore. Even though you like lifted me up and carried me through the hard times.
I think if you're dating an actor and one actor, this is why another reason, there is not room in one house for both actor egos. It just is impossible. And if you manage to Keir Sedgwick and Kevin Bacon it, that's a miracle because it is actively, I just am like, it's impossible for there to be two of those egos in the same house. Like the chick, Mika Abdalla, she is dating somebody who isn't, they're an actor. They're an actor, right? They were an actor, her fiance.
Oh yeah, he was. Yeah. He is an actor, but he's just not as successful or like well known.
Impossible for someone to maintain that ego while you're blowing up to have to go home and tell the guy who's still freaking doing self tapes to get his one sentence in NYPD SCIS whatever. It's just natural that that's going to happen. I don't think there's dropping. I think egos and jealousy and things get in the way. And I would argue that this did not happen with Bunny and Jelly Roll because Bunny blew up the same way that Jelly Roll. I would say I even know Bunny better than I know Jelly Roll. I don't know one Jelly Roll song, but Bunny's on my feed all the time talking about pop culture and having like cool people on her podcast. And
I never see her on my feed. I didn't know that.
Do you know a Jelly Roll song?
No, but I just see him everywhere.
That's what I mean. They're just like in the zeitgeist where.
Yeah, okay, I'm looking. I don't know any of these songs.
None.
Wild Ones, Save Me, Son of a Sinner. I'm going to have to listen to him.
Yeah.
But if you look at it, though, it's like he lost 200 pounds. He blew up. She was with him before he was famous. That's kind of what I know
that he cheated on her, right?
I did see that he cheated.
So
there are speculations that they had like an open relationship. I don't know. I don't know the story that well.
Yeah, me neither. That's why I wouldn't compare them because I feel like they blew up together. But The
I
Mika,
stand by the John. Okay, the John Hamm thing though. Who is he with now? She's
he's
like
with
really young.
the amount of times that you see John Hamm in New York City, if you live there, it's a great find. And she's stunning,
What?
beautiful.
She is
Oh,
stunning
yeah.
and she's tall.
Yeah,
I
she's
wonder what
stunning,
she
beautiful,
does.
gorgeous.
Anna. Oh, she's an actress. Anna Osceola.
Yeah. I've seen him.
Oh, she was an NCIS. She was in Curb. Speaking of Curb Your Enthusiasm, Larry David's new show is coming out.
What is his new show? I don't
He's
know.
having a new show. It was the Obamas produced it and they're like partners of it. It's like gonna be a lot like Curbed, but through different eras of America. So like he's going back in time. I think it starts next week. There's a lot of exciting shows coming on.
What else is coming
There's
up?
House of Dragon is coming back.
Mika like that.
Silo is coming back.
Don't know what that
What
is.
else?
I'm a terrible
I watched.
actress.
Oh, Below Deck.
Ooh,
Watch
we
Below
could
Deck.
start talking about that.
Med is on now. I don't watch
Okay.
Down Under. I have way too much time on my hands.
I am so far behind in all Love Island. That's why I feel bad for our listeners this week because we are talking about absolute nonsense. We need to
I
do our doom scroll. What's in your doom scroll
Oh
debrief?
yeah. Okay.
You're
Sorry.
dying to talk about Harlem.
I Oh. Okay,
Wait,
okay.
do you
So
think he's hot? Okay, start over.
no,
Start.
I think okay, so there is this guy from Norway who's here for the FIFA World Cup, the FIFA World Cup. And his name is Erling Haaland.
Erling
And
Haaland.
he
Crazy
is
looking.
all over my feet. He looks like a Viking. And he really
Like,
doesn't.
true.
Everyone in the comments is like, why isn't he doing rugby? Like, why the fuck is this man a soccer player? Because he's like bigger than all the guys. And he's like a gentle giant sometimes and like hugging up on all the other players. And then other times he's like so aggressive, like bumping into people, and he's so like just the way he looks is so funny to me. And he has beef. I don't know if this guy is like from Spain or he's from
Oh
Brazil.
God.
He's
Okay,
Mark
this is.
Cucurella,
Oh my God,
and
Meek would be
he
freaking out right now. What is it? How do you spell the last
Colin
name?
has beef with Cucurella.
Spanish.
Cucurella.
He's Spanish.
He's Spanish. Oh my God, they have beef with each other. And it's
Okay, what's the
so
beef?
funny. Like, I don't know why they hate each other. Like, once Cucurella had some leg, he was having like on the field, like a muscle spasm. And he was right next to Holland. And he was like, can you please stretch my leg? Like, he's having a spasm. And Holland just like walks right by him. He's like, no.
I just am dying
This guy
for
is
Meek
so
listens
funny.
to this and he's like, girls, ladies, please stop.
I need
Please
him to
stop.
like guest on. I want him to talk about Holland. He is the clips of him, and he has his girlfriend who I guess she also played soccer, and the two of
Oh,
them together are so funny. He's like, you just have to Google him, or you just have to
apparently
find him on
too,
TikTok.
his Snapchat is where it's at. Like he answers questions
Oh,
of people and he's like hysterical funny on his Snapchat. That came up on my
love
feed
it.
today. I don't know why he's in my feed too. I have a
Probably because
lot,
did I send you something? I may have. I think I
maybe.
like reposted something from him.
He was in there already. He has
Okay.
such a striking face. Like you said, he looks like a Viking.
Kind of weird
Also,
looking,
kind of crazy.
but
Do
in
you
a
know who
good way. Like,
yeah.
uh-huh.
Like I could think he's hot.
Yeah,
I
he's hot.
I've realized being in Portugal that I am not a tall, dark, handsome. I'm a light
Okay.
skin, light eyes, light hair person, like the opposite of tall, dark, and handsome.
Mhm.
Like fair, yeah. Anyway, but a lot. I just have to say, ladies, if you're not watching the World Cup, like I just think soccer players are the
Hot.
hottest. There's rugby and then there's soccer players. Like they
Mhm.
have the perfect bodies. They have big fat asses and thick legs. A Boosie Judy.
They
And
all
I
have
just
good hair too. Have you noticed
mm,
that? I'm like,
I
where the fuck are
haven't.
you guys all getting this hair from? Where, like, why? You were blessed in multiple ways. Because men in our age group don't have hair anymore. It's rare to find a
Girl,
non-balding.
I know. I know.
Have you seen the Iranian team? I'm not even into Iranian men. And these men, I know you're not into like dark
I
men.
mean,
Oh,
but it's not like I
they're
don't appreciate them. Let me look.
gorgeous. Look at the Iranian men team.
Oh,
Though
I
there's
think
like a
who did
video
they?
of them getting off the plane, and I was like, oh, like their outfits, the way they carry themselves. Let me see. Iranian men's
Can
soccer
you? Oh,
team.
that's why I know them because this. I'm like, why do I know them? They played Belgium on Sunday night.
Yes, that was a big game. That
It
was
was
a
a
really big
big,
game.
big
Yeah.
game. That's why I'm like,
And
I
then
have
Iran
seen
got a
them.
goal, but it was offsides.
And
Oh,
you say you don't know this, and you just
okay,
said offsides in a sentence.
I started getting more into it. You know, I used to play
Into the
soccer.
FIFA World Cup. You're starting to get more into the FIFA World Cup? I didn't know that you used to play soccer. What?
I'm just not into
Damn,
watching sports. I need you to
that's
see the
fair.
Iranian men's soccer
I'm
team
looking at
getting
them right
off
now.
the
Oh my
plane. I need
God,
you to
who
see
is
them.
this guy?
Okay, there is a picture of them getting off the plane. I'm gonna send you this later. It's like a
Okay, who
video
do
of
we think's
them
the hottest?
walking.
Ezra
Oh, I don't know their names.
Tolahi. I'm probably
I don't
saying
know
that
their
wrong.
names.
He's
You know
hot.
they're
Oh
not like
my
allowed to stay
gosh.
in the US for like more than I think they fly in for the day and then leave.
Well, so did you see they wrote a note in the locker room of Los Angeles? I actually posted it on my Instagram. I'm gonna read it. It
Oh.
honestly probably could have made me. It was just so beautiful. And this is the thing about sports where you're like, wow, Meek talked about this, and I do think it's really interesting the way that the World Cup brings people together
Mhm.
from other countries and kind of unites us in a way. There's not really like another sport where that, other than the
Mm-mm.
Olympics.
Yeah.
So, okay, I'm going to read this. This is what the Iran leaves note in their World Cup dressing room. And this is what they said. From the ancient Persia of thousands of years ago, the civilized Iran of today, the spirit of Iran remains alive and steadfast. We came to Los Angeles with pride, competed with honor, and leave with dignity. Thank you, Los Angeles, for your hospitality, and thank you to every Iranian who, am I saying that right? Her name,
Iranian. Say it how
Iranian?
you want.
Okay.
Yeah, I
And thank you to every Iranian who gave their heart, voice, and soul for Iran throughout these 180 minutes. May peace, respect, and friendship prevail among all nations.
that was really nice that they did that. That was
But,
really meaningful.
and it just makes you want to be like, we suck.
Mm.
Because you know
Mm-hmm.
what they're trying to say, you know?
Yeah, I mean they're dealing with hell in their country
Hell,
right now.
and they're coming over here and they probably feel like what they're doing feels meaningless, but
I
really
think it's really meaningful.
right,
I think it means a lot to the world right now.
for
I
sure.
also think Americans are shit because have you seen the Japanese cleaning up the stadiums?
Oh my, and how they fold everything into these nice, neat piles, and
Hmm.
like there wasn't an ounce of trash.
Yeah,
Like it's just we're such
we're
disgusting. Okay,
pigs.
pigs. And with that, I'm going to ask you a question
Okay.
because this was a shocker to my in-laws. Do you like if you're on the beach all day, where do you go to the bathroom?
In the ocean.
You do pee
Duh.
pee in the ocean, right? So the other day, swift pivot from the meaningful Iranian. Why can't I say that word? Say it again.
Iranian. Iran. I say
Iran.
Iran.
Yeah, but you are
You don't have to. That's how
Iranian.
the Iranians say
Well,
it.
I want to
But a
say it
lot of
correctly.
Americans say like Iran.
I
But don't
know.
say Iran. Say
Iranian. I'm
Iran.
going to say Persian. So,
Okay.
anywho, um, I go to my Belgian swift pivot. We're on the beach and I'm like, all right, Meek, will you come touch the water with me? We all know what it means when you're going to touch the water.
And when you go, just your hips,
Your
just up to
hips,
your
like
waist.
touch my knees. If it's too cold, you're like, all right, it's on my knees, like, and hopefully it just like splashes your crotch a little bit. So I go in and I'm like, oh, that was great. I did a little pee pee. And my mother in law and sister in law looked at me like I had 7 heads, and they're like, "You Americans, this is why everything's ruined." And I'm like, "Everyone pees in the ocean."
They don't pee in the ocean. We need to like have a poll on this around the world. I need to do a survey on
We
who's
should.
peeing in
We'll
the
do it.
ocean.
We'll do it. This is what clip this of who pees in the ocean, because the other thing is, this is another question. I just am like, I think we're all peeing in the ocean.
How
do you feel about
Are we
peeing
peeing
in
in
the
the
pool?
shower?
I'm definitely peeing in the shower.
Peeing in the pool.
Oh, you
is,
draw
I
the
think
line
that's
at peeing in the pool? Okay. I didn't tell them
I
that I'm
think
like
that's
peeing in the pool at the same
disrespectful.
time.
Disgusting. Disgusting. I know.
Chlorine.
I don't need you peeing in the pool. Once, my friend, we were like playing in the pool. We were like teenagers. I don't know why she was like, she was on my back. What the fuck were we doing? We were teenagers playing like kids. She was like, haha, I just peed. And I was like, you just peed while you're on my back in the pool. That was disgusting.
That's disgusting. Okay,
Disgusting.
fair.
I'm not, I know, I
What's her
disapprove of
name?
that.
Call her out.
I'm not gonna okay, Melissa. She's like my best friend to this day.
Melissa, you dirty bird. Okay. What I like, we have digressed so hard.
Let me hear your doom scroll debrief, and then I'm going to work.
Okay. What did I put on the thing? I don't have one. My doom scroll debrief. I think I left it blank. I literally left it blank.
Good.
My doom scroll debrief is literally, it's just Portugal, where to go in Portugal. Oh, do you want to know what it is? I forgot it. No, I had one. Oh, it's the chick who is Kelsey, who is in a boat
I saw
rowing from Los Angeles to Hawaii. What an insane thing to do. Do you hear these birds?
Oh, I do hear the birds. I saw that, like, has her thing flipped over yet? I saw it's built to flip. It's built to flip.
She got
and then
out of
it
it.
Rights itself. Oh, she got out of it.
She got out to clean the bottom. Imagine getting out of the ocean in the middle of the ocean.
That's scary.
Like, what if you can't get back on?
That's scary. Well, she's
strong. I know.
How are they filming it? Does she have like a camera up on a pole or something?
Yeah. I just
saying.
Yeah.
Have you ever seen the movie Naiad? It's a woman who wants to swim, I think. I can't remember where she's
from like the
to.
channel or something.
Yeah, amazing movie. It's based off a true story.
And
we're really digressing.
We're digressing so bad. What's your doom scroll debrief? Jesus Christ.
I just told you the Erling Haaland.
Oh, that's yours. Okay, great.
But honestly, okay, next time I want to talk about Maternal Instincts, the documentary.
Okay, I'll watch that.
I need you to watch that.
I can't get access to it. This is something you need to think about. I can't get access to Netflix.
I know. I'm not going to be able to watch fucking Love Island. I'm stressing.
You are. Girl, I'll give you how do you think I'm watching it over here? I will give you the website to look at to illegally stream offline.
Okay, thank you.
I'll tell you on the side.
Thank you. Okay, and I also next week I want to talk about Yesteryear because I'm reading a book and everyone's talking about it. It's all the rage.
What is Yesteryear? Okay.
I'll tell you next week.
Okay, great. Can't wait. Guys, this was very chaotic episode. Hopefully you're interested in something we have to say. We'll poll on who's peeing in the ocean, who's peeing in the pool, and we'll be back next week with an all new episode of Not Done Talking. Until then, God knows we're not done talking.
See you later.